This is a video that I should have made months ago. I'm sure we all have them, so here's mine. My awful story of having to deal with the bureaucracy. It happened earlier this year, months ago in fact. It's a story that I sometimes tell my friends, and now I think the time has come for me to tell everybody. As some of you may know, I'm running on a benefit from a company called WINS, or Work and Income. They're supposed to help people like me get jobs, but I've been living through a benefit of money that they give me on a weekly basis. Back in April, I'm pretty sure that was the month, I had to go in for a doctor's appointment. The purpose of it was to renew my benefits and to make sure I was still healthy. In other words, they were making sure I was still autistic. I'm not even kidding. And on top of that, I had to pay for it as well. Yeah, let that sink in. I had to pay money so that WINS could confirm that I'm still autistic. Do these people think that autism is some sort of sickness with a cure? Because it's not. This is how I learned about how ridiculous the system is. They make you pay for things that you can't help. In fact, after we got home, Dad told us a story that related to my case. He said that he has a friend who has a wife with a missing leg. She had to pay money so that her agency could confirm that she's still amputated. I'm not even kidding. Wait a minute, did I miss out on a scientific breakthrough here? Did we actually invent limb regeneration technology? Why on earth should we have to pay for things that we can't help? Oh, but wait, dear viewers, this is just where my story begins. A few days later, I went on a trip to Wellington. I was doing this because I wanted to practice traveling by myself, and because I also want to travel to another country someday. The trip itself went pretty well, but during it, I noticed something. For some reason, my benefit from WINS had stopped coming into my bank account. So I called up my parents to tell them about it. They looked into it, and as it turns out, I was actually supposed to visit the WINS building after the doctor's appointment to have it renewed. I was not told about this at all, and on top of that, because I was still in Wellington, I couldn't do anything about it. The only warning I was supposed to get of this was a letter that, thinking about, was probably rigged to arrive late. You know, it's at times like these you grow up and you realize what movies like The Incredibles were taking jabs at.
Alright, listen closely. I'd like to help you, but I can't. I'd like to tell you to take a copy of your policy to Norma Wilcox, W-I-L-C-O-X, on the 3rd floor, but I can't. I also do not advise you to fill out and file a WS-2475 form with our legal department on the 2nd floor. I would not expect someone to get back to you quickly to resolve the matter. I'd like to help, but there's nothing I can do.
Oh, thank you, man.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I know you're upset. Pretend to be upset.
When I finally did get back from Wellington, an appointment had been scheduled for me and my mum to visit WINS. And to end things on a positive note, the woman who treated us was a nice, kind lady who got things back on track for me. So I got my autism bucks back and everything's good again. This hasn't been the first time I've been to WINS either. Other times I've been there, I have met people who have been very helpful. So it's not really the people who work at these places who are the problem, it's the system they have to work for. So, to sum up, I know that money makes the world go around, but for God's sake, there's just gotta be a more sensible way of wringing it out of us. So, do you have a similar story? I'm asking because I know I'm not alone on this. Comment below, let me know, and for now, see ya.